Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 28 of the Adobe Creative Suite TV. My name's Mike McHugh. Well, as you see, I've changed my situation again. I'm actually in Sydney at the Fuji Xerox Training Centre. We're having a class here later on today, and I think it's going to be great. It's my very first InDesign CS3 hands-on class. And it's going really well, and later on I'm having a Photoshop CS3 hands-on class, so that's going to be really great. Before we get started on this particular episode, I'd like to thank Mr. Terry White, shout out to Mr. Terry White, who just recently posted one of my Dreamweaver CS3 tutorials about how to make a spry accordion panel, you know, those things. I've got them on my website, you can have a look. And it's actually posted on my website as well as a secret test video. Shh, don't tell anyone. Okay, so that's there, go and see that. This week is another Dreamweaver episode, or it's a Dreamweaver episode. I think it's the first one I've done on my actual show, and it's how you put in little scripts. So if you're a designer and you've never really used, a little bit of script or code in your website, then this will show you how to do it using Dreamweaver CS3, and I've got a great little thing to add comments or little polls to your website or even star ratings. It's the easiest one I've come across, and it's from JS Kit, and there's a little bit of other information in there. So there'll be the website. I'll show you the website during the episode, and well, enjoy. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm out of here. Well, this lesson could prove to be quite a bold adventure. Actually, I'm a bit nervous about it. I do this sort of thing all the time, but never really record it for people to see. We're going to have a look at how to add a script or some script type information into your website using Dreamweaver CS3. So what we're actually looking at here is my website, which is creativesweettv.com. A lot of you have probably seen it already, and I'm going to sort of let you in on a few of my secrets. I don't know how to do any scripting, and yet I can still manage to put a few really cool things in here. Add some script to my page. For example, this little poll script over here, I've added that to my site. And this little comment script here, which is actually a lot of people have started doing comments on my website, which is fantastic. Even this little stats little script down the bottom, it's a little stat counter, and if you're interested, you can actually go ahead and click on that little stats button off my website, and it takes you to a stats counter for Creative Suite TV. It only shows the last few days, but it does actually give you a bit of information about how many people are visiting my site if you're interested in that sort of thing. Here's something scary for you guys that don't know much about this. I can actually, and everyone who's a webmaster can actually do this, go to this visitors path, or there's a number of different information about websites, by the way. So this is just a stat counter. There's another one called Google Analytics, and it will actually show you who's been visiting and where they're from. So it's from New South Wales, Bondi there. I can scroll through and see where everyone's from and where they're visiting from, and there's even a little map that you can have a look at to see, okay, recent visitors map, and that's just going to launch up, and it might show us a little bit of a map of where everyone's coming from. So that's a little script that I've added to my website, and this actual feature, this stat counter feature, if you go to statcounter.com, you can copy and paste the information from that website into yours with the technique which I'm just about to show you. And there we go. Look at all those little people viewing from all over the joint. Okay, so that's just in the last few days. A couple of people there. That's probably me over there in Australia. Anyway, so that is the recent visitor map. So I'm just going to go back a couple of things. So this is my website. I'm going to show you how to add these little comment scripts, and this is absolutely my favorite. And this is from a mob called JS Kit. So I'll zoom in on that website there so you can have a bit of a look. JS Kit. I'll also put the link on my website too. I like the cat. Well done, guys, on the cat. I'll zoom back out. And we can do little widgets. Okay, so there's a little add a poll. There's ratings and comments widgets. And there's just the comment one, which is the one I've got. And I've also got the little poll there. So I've been updating that. How do we do it? Go to the get this widget here. So I'm just going to go ahead and click it. This is the easiest one I've ever come across. That's it. That little bit of script there, and if I just zoom in, you can see it. It's got script, and all I have to do is simply select this through my browser and copy it. Command C. So just copy that to the clipboard. Now there's a whole lot of other information about how, you can customize it using CSS and all the rest of it. But after you get into it, well, you can review all of that. See, there's all this information over on the side. But we're just going to go straight to Dreamweaver now. I'm going to paste that in, show you to do it. So we go back to Dreamweaver where I have a little page already set up. So this is my comments and questions page, and here it is here. Now if I just go into my HTML window and just hit paste, no good. You can't do it that way because all you're doing is just popping a little bit of text onto your layout. So you designers out there, you do have to view a little bit of code, but it's not that scary. Don't worry. You put your cursor right where you want that script, that commenting script to appear, okay? And then go up here and hit the split mode. So what this is going to do is show us a split between the design window and the code window. And we can actually extend that down a little, okay? So you look for where your cursor is. There it is there. You have to go ahead and click in this window. So you have to activate this window, okay? Now I'm just going to put a couple of little line breaks in there just so you can see me paste that script in. So now it doesn't appear in the design window. It just gets pasted in amongst all of the HTML there. And so now when we publish this, which I've already gone ahead and done, so all I have to do is upload that to my web server. I'll jump back to Safari where I already have published this. Here it is. And people can then, the way this works is just brilliant. You can go ahead and say, leave a comment, type your name in and give us a comment. So if you like this, go to my website, Creative Suite TV, leave us a comment, see what you think. If you're the owner of the website, it does allow you to mark things as spam or junk or even delete them. So it all goes on if you're the webmaster. So I'm out on the road at the moment, so I don't have those privileges on this laptop, but I certainly do when I'm on my main computer at home. My excellent main computer. I hope you like that. So just remember, folks, you have to activate this script window. Don't panic. You don't even need to know what that means. You can customize it though once you start getting used to these things. I think it's really cool, and thanks to the guys at jskit.com. Bloody hell, wasn't that fantastic? Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That is my Dreamweaver, first Dreamweaver CS3 tutorial. I'm going to have a few of those coming up in the future, but I also have another flash one coming up on Terry White's Creative Suite podcast as well in the future. So look out for those. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you again real soon. Creative Suite TV. My name is McHugh, and I'm just going to get out to the nice music. People can't hear me now, so